Hello, FNAF fans! My name is Toy Freddy and welcome back to another video. And in this video, I am building my friend's restaurants in Minecraft. So, over here, we have the Spring Diner from Rumble Cloud. I'll put her YouTube channel up on screen. I asked her if it was okay for me to make this. And I even asked, hey, can you send me the outline of the building? And she did that. I'll put the outline up on screen. It's not a good outline, and it's not a functional outline for a building. So I made a little tweaks. I decided to push the cove back, make that its own separate room. I added our arcade, an employer lounge, and I moved the office from on the back to the side back, so that way it still fits within the range of the building without the place being all over. And instead of the bathroom just being one big room, I made it two separate smaller rooms with a kitchen on the side with a freezer next to it. So I'll go in here and I'll show you everything. So here's what I did for the outside of the Spring Diner. Now, I am very limited on blocks, so of course I don't have like an actual Spring Diner sign, so I just went with what I could. So, here's what I did for the outside of the building. I didn't go very detailed with the parking lot, as you can see, but I feel like I did pretty good for the outside of the building, but I will be asking Rumble's opinion for this. So if we head inside, of course I did yellow doors. Here's the main entrance. Very small, 2 computers. It's simple. You mark your place. You can sit down in the waiting room. It's very nice. Let me open this place up to people. After you come through here, you're met with the main room. Now I made this very spacious. I added a lot of tables. So of course the main kids' tables would be over here so they can watch the robots. And then the parents' tables would be over here so they can do their own thing. I had this little area left over, so I did this instead of making the office bigger, because I feel like a bigger office wouldn't look good. Here's the main 3 performers, instead of putting every single character up on stage at once, like how some of Rumble things are. I have them like this. I have them separated throughout the entire building. And I did mainly go off of memory, so this entire building's not custom. It's literally only the layout and the characters that I had to go off of for Rumble's things. I did go through a couple of her videos to try to figure out what the building looks like, but I couldn't really get a good thing of it, and I have tried to make this pizzeria before inside of Gary's mod for one of my horror videos, but for that I had very limited stuff, and she said it needed more yellow, so for this, I went really freaking yellow. So of course we have Fredbear, Spring Bonnie, and Chica. Of course, I don't know their names that she gave them, but we're gonna move over to the kitchen. I did a very simple kitchen. These are functioning shelves, even though they just look like normal blocks. I have the thing, I have the ovens over here. I have the refrigerator, of course, Chica posters. In here I have the freezer. And so there's not really much to a kitchen. I mean, it's a kitchen. She did say the boys' bathroom was blue, so I kind of took that style. I did this for the girls' bathroom where I just put the pink stripe on top. And then I did the same thing for the boys' bathroom, just instead of pink, it's blue. So, very simple strip. This is what I do for all my pizzeria bathrooms. It's very simple. The bathroom's not really used, so it's not really seen very well, so I didn't really care. She did tell me that the walls of the building were covered in fan art, so that's what I did. And here we have the Cove, so this is what I did for the Cove. I put Toy Foxy and Foxy in here. Now, of course, I don't have the option to change these guys' colors, so I can't make them yellow like they're supposed to be. So I just went with the best option I had. In here we have the arcade. This is one of the extra rooms that I added. So this was just supposed to be a cut-off wall, and the cove was supposed to go right here. But instead I had pushed the cove back to make another separate room. And then I added an arcade to the side of it. As you know, I have to have my boy toy Freddy. This is my son. And of course, Puppet, because I always have to have a puppet. And I'll get into the office next, but this is the arcade. Moving on to backstage. So there's two ways to get into backstage. You can go in through here, which is the employee lounge. So this is where all employees will hang out when they need to, extra stuff. And then past the employees lounge is parts and service. As you can see, I have Springtrap back here with a bunch of costumes, the main 3. All this Spring Bonnie stuff, so I have all the characters' extra heads and everything. And this leads right out onto stage. So there's a secret door right here that blends in. It leads right out onto stage that way. And then the corner of darkness. Don't ask why that's there. I literally can't get light to go in that corner for some reason. But yeah, this is very simple. And of course, since Springtrap can't fit through the doors, I added a new option to where he can go through the vents. But now we can get into how the office works. It's a very small building. I was hoping for more of a challenge, but I got this done within 2 days. But here is the office. Now, I didn't style the office around if this was an actual game. So, of course, you have your main computer here, your main door here, vent door, and that. And I will explain how each character would work and how I think they would work in a functional FNAF game. Now, of course, I will do the cameras first, and I'll explain the characters as I go. So here's camera 1, camera 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now, of course, Springtrap is the only one who will come through the vent. You just hear him, you shut that down, he goes away, you flip it back up. Very simple. Now, of course, Puppet will randomly move throughout the night, and you have to turn around. If she's facing you, you simply just shut the vent door on her, stopping her. Toy Freddy, he will simply make his way from right there. He will rather pop up on the window, where, of course, you shut the door on him, or he makes us all the way around to the window, where you just simply flash your light at him, and he'll go away. Chica will just simply make her way from the stage to the office. Now, she does have a chance of appearing in the kitchen. Freddy right there will appear randomly throughout the building. He'll appear in the dark spots or in the corners of the cameras, and you just simply flash him with the camera light to make him go back to his stage. And then, of course, Bonnie would do the same thing as Chica, where they just make their way right to the office, they'll poke their head in the window, and then they'll appear right in front of the door. So you shut the door on Bonnie and Chica. Freddy, you have to flash light on him, or else he shuts your power off. Springtrap, you just simply shut the vent on him. Toy Freddy, you rather flash light on him at the window, or you shut the door on him. And then Puppet, you just simply shut the door on her as well. And that's all the characters and this is how I think that would work as an actual FNAF game. So very simple. I changed the layout a little bit to make it fit an actual restaurant. But it's very simple. Let me give you a good look of each room. So just in case you get this mod, you want to recreate it. The mod is called Management Wanted. It's a really good mod. I really recommend it. It's a super, super fun mod to mess around with. If you compare it with the Create mod, it becomes really fun to build with. Because then there's a lot you can do. A little 360 of this room. You can just slow the video down if you want to see better. Oh, and of course I added a storage closet because I had extra room, so this is storage. This is my new favorite block right here. It's a double block. What you do is you can put one block on one side and then another block on the other side, so you can have two separate blocks. It fixes so many problems. So yeah, that is my take on the Spring Diner. I really hope Rumble enjoys it, and I guess we'll see what she thinks when she comments on the video. If she does, I'll pin it, so that way all of you can see it. Please go subscribe to her channel. She does, figure videos. I don't, she does good videos. Go watch her videos. Of course, go check out some of my videos. The Fortnite Live event happened today. Well, on the day I'm recording this, of course, the Fortnite Live event happened today, so you already know I'm going to do my one video where I show off the new season, and then never play until the next season. Because that's just what I do. Okay. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, comment, and I will see you next time. Bye!